Hey everybody, so it's been 6 months since I bought my golf cart, and I thought I'd do a 6-month review and also go over some of the mods I done to it, real minor stuff, easy to do, and some, affordable tips and tricks that I did to my golf cart, and maybe it'll help you with your golf cart. And also I wanted to do a review of my satisfaction with the golf cart since I've owned it. It is a 2017 refurbished Yamaha drive. It's gas carbureted. I really like it, but let's go over some of the details. You might have saw the first video I did when I first bought it, so I thought it'd be kind of cool now that I've driven it for 6 months, done some things to it, that I'd share that with you, and hopefully it's helpful if you're into that kind of thing. So let's check it out. So one of the reasons I'm filming inside, by the way, is we got a pretty nasty storm out there, which is unfortunate because it's also the weekend for Bike Fest out in Leesburg. I do plan on maybe venturing out there tomorrow, even if it's a little rainy, I don't mind, but riding the bike through a lightning storm or something like that isn't always fun. I've done it, but anyway, maybe I'll do that tomorrow, so I gotta take that girl out, you know what I'm saying? Leesburg Bike Fest is one of the best motorcycle rallies in Florida. So anyway, back to the golf cart. Again, I'm gonna shoot it in here. It's a little cramped in my garage, but we'll get through it. Let's check it out. So again, it is a 2017 refurbished Yamaha drive, gas powered. It's got new paint. Honestly, it looks brand new from head to toe. So they replaced a lot of stuff. If you looked at it really closely, you would think it's brand new, every bit of it. The paint job is really nice. It's got a nice little black metal flake. There's Gridley checking it out with this nice gold pinstriping. So if you noticed, all my vehicles are black, so I kind of like that. These are my wheel covers, by the way. They're not rims, they're wheel covers, but they look really cool. And you can see the tires are still like brand new. Even still got the little knobs on them. It is a 4-seater in the back here. Folds down. So I'll be installing a storage kit in here in a little bit, and you guys can watch me do that, and we'll see how that comes out. But anyway, I love the 4-seat option. I like having a flatbed. And of course, when the kid and the grandkid are here, it turns into a nice 4-seater. It's really cool. Really like the color. I like the black with the gold trim. It looks really nice. Of course, I got the full weather protection. And by the way, if you have the weather protection, you see a lot of people driving with these down and flopping around and all that kind of stuff. I always keep mine rolled up. By leaving it down, you're really putting a lot of wear and tear on it, on the plastic, and also on your paint and all that kind of stuff. So if it's not inclement weather, I would definitely suggest keeping them rolled up and out of the elements. And this protects it from the sun and all that, so it's really good to take care of that. If you saw my first video, you saw some of this stuff, but I've done some to it since then. These were motorcycle flags that I had off of one of my old Harleys, and I held on to the flags and mounted them using zip ties really securely. I can't remember where I got these, but I'll see if I can find it and put it in the description below. But I secured them real well with zip ties, and then I filed down the end of the zip ties so the flag material doesn't get caught on it when it's flying around, and also so if your hand's on it, it doesn't hurt bad or anything. So that's something I did there. Up in here, I don't know if you can see, there's a little rubber pad right here. And I put that in, I cut a piece of rubber because this section was squeaking. If you have a real squeaky top, it usually means that there's metal on metal when you're hitting bumps and it gets really loud. It'll make like a chirping or squeaky noise. Well, I had that, and I simply cut a piece of rubber, put a couple holes in it where the bolts went through. Squeak is gone. Now it runs quiet as a Cadillac. And this here is Ridley's seatbelt, which attaches to his harness. I did a whole video on that, so just look at that video to see how this works. It works really good. It secures them in here really nicely. Check out that video. Here's the inside of the roof. This is my weather protection. It's got the extended roof that goes over my passenger seating. So if it rains, you know, they'll be protected. I added that steering wheel. So the original steering wheel, I couldn't see my blinker down here when it had the normal golf cart steering wheel that has the clipboard for your scorecard. So I put this custom steering wheel on mainly. Well, it looks really cool for one, but now I could see my turn signals real clear, so I wasn't driving around leaving my turn signals on. All right, let me show you my digital gauge and stuff. Fire it up. There's my analog fuel gauge, my hazards, and there's my digital gauge, which has a trip, speedo, iodometer, and another fuel gauge. But what I found is this analog fuel gauge and this digital fuel gauge seldom ever match. So I usually go with whichever one is lower, just to be safe. And but typically I think this one's more accurate, to be honest. And you can see here with this steering wheel how clearly I can see my indicators. So before, when I had the regular golf cart one with the scorecard on it, you know, all that was blocked off. So that's why I originally switched this, and I really like the steering wheel. It's really cool. Now some people have the turn signal indicator on their mirrors, which are really cool. I don't have that on mine. So this was a big help going to this steering wheel, mainly so I could see that. This is a cool phone holder. It sits in the cup holder of your golf cart. And then you turn this knob and it expands out so it'll fit just about any size cup holder. So you put that in there, you tighten it up, and it works really good. It's solid, holds. I'm using my phone to record this, so obviously I can't put it in there, but you get the idea. I have this really cool USB charger, and it also tells me my battery voltage. You can see it's got a good charge, and it's got 2 ports, so if I have a passenger and they want to charge their phone, or if I have something else I need to charge or plug in, then this plugs into my phone right there, so I can keep my phone charged while I'm driving along. This also tells me as I'm driving, this will jump up to, you know, like 14 volts, which tells me the battery's getting a good charge from the motor while I'm driving around. So this is kind of really cool, really cheap item. I have it just hanging on my choke right now loosely because I haven't decided where to mount it yet, and I wanted to test it out to make sure I liked it. That's why you see the cable kind of going under the seat there. I'll show you where this hooks up on the inside of the motor in a second. And I always turn it off when I'm not driving because I don't want that little gauge to slowly drain my battery. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And all that stuff is really inexpensive. Let's open up and look at the motor here. This is the pigtail that goes to my battery tender hookup, which is normally what this is used for, but you can plug in your accessories into it as well. So this is the other end of that USB charger plugged in for here for now. And then when I go on long-term storage or vacation or something, if I'm not driving my golf cart, I'll plug the battery tender in here and keep my battery charged. And I have it just going under the seat there, but you want to be very careful of this. First of all, make sure this wire comes nowhere near any of the hot areas. And by the way, if you're ever working in here, let your engine cool down before you do any of this stuff. But this right here, you want to make sure it doesn't get pinched in a metal area or anything, so make sure it's going in little gaps or in a safe area if you're going to do something like this. But, you know, just be careful of that. I think the best way to really do it is to drill a hole or something. I'm just not ready to do that yet. I haven't decided where I want to mount it. But so it comes in through here, hooks up to this little pigtail which I installed. And here's my motor. So the belts look good. Air cleaner's under here. Here's the gas container. So we're going to go behind the motor, kind of in the back, towards the back end of the motor. You'll see this bolt here. This is the governor. So if your cart is going too slow, this is the bolt you would use to adjust the speed up. If it's going too fast, you would adjust it to slow it down. Here in the Villages, I believe the maximum we can go is 20 miles an hour in a golf cart. So I have mine set to 20 miles an hour. When I first got it, it was a little slow, so I adjusted that bolt. You know, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just showing you where it's at. Use your own judgment on that. That's the governor. A lot of YouTube videos showed the only way to get to it was through the back by disassembling the back of the golf cart And I found you really don't need to do that in this case. In my model of Yamaha, you can reach it just going through the seat. It takes a little bit of reaching, but it wasn't that hard at all. Maybe that'll work for you. If you're wondering where your backup beeper is located, it's mounted right under here, right under the front of your golf cart, in most cases. As far as the Yamahas, for sure. It's mounted up here, it just clips on right in front of the suspension area. If you crawl underneath, you'll see it. It looks like this. That's all it is. It just connects, little connection there. This is the actual beeper itself. So if you want to replace it, if you need to remove it for some reason, that's where it is. It's located right under there. Another thing I did was this valance, I guess you call it, hangs down. Let me show you. So normally, when you buy your golf cart, it'll typically have, you know, the weather protection with the skirt that hangs down, or this little valance, right? But what was driving me crazy is I'd get up to a stoplight and this was just in the way where I couldn't see. It would block my vision of the traffic light. So what I ended up doing, I bought some Velcro. I put Velcro strips up there. My valance already had, you know, the soft part of the Velcro, which is called pile, by the way. This is called hook. And this I got on Amazon. I'll put a link below. And it's real sticky on one side, but I think it's made by 3M. It's really good stuff. And then I just let it sit and then fold it under. Now, some people might say, you know, you can just pull that out. You can unscrew back here and slide this. You can see that little channel. You can just slide this thing out of there, but you know what? It puts a nice finishing touch this way, I think, that matches the side. You know what I mean? But now I have my vision not impaired from the traffic lights. I do have a tinted windshield. It came with a tinted windshield. But in the warm weather, I like the breeze, so I keep it down. It's pretty cool, huh? This sticker here, that's the Chief emblem. It's actually our collar device that we wear on our uniform when you're a Chief in the Navy. This is on our collar devices and our cap, our hat device. So that's our official rank insignia. But being an illustrator, I was able to recreate it, and then I sent it off to a sticker company and had it custom made. And then I put it on there just to be a little unique. You'll see a lot of that in the villages and other golf cart communities where they're, you know, personalize your golf cart. Obviously it's fun. It shares a little bit of your personality. It also makes it easy to find your golf cart amongst a million other golf carts. It really does come in handy to have something unique on your golf cart. Gotta represent. Definitely my cart. There you go. So anyway, that's my golf cart. I'm really happy with it. It's been reliable. Haven't had any issues with it other than the squeak, which was an easy fix. I didn't even take it in. I did it myself. And it's getting ready now that it's been 6 months. I'm going to take it in for its 6-month service, oil change, and take a look at it. And then after that, I'll probably even start doing the oil changes and stuff myself. But overall, it's a great golf cart. So if you want to get a refurbished one, if you come across one that looks brand new from top to bottom like mine was, I would nab it. I paid, I forget, I want to say 13 for it. I think it was 13,000. I'll have to look at the numbers. If I'm off, I'll correct it. But and that's high, but it's not high for the villages. I think that's pretty normal. You can get used ones for a lot less, 5-6 grand. This one had everything I wanted, and it was like new. And I like the service at the villages. Golf cars, they'll get you in right away if you buy from them. They're very conveniently located and all that kind of stuff. So it worked out for me. I'm really happy with it. So no matter what your golf cart costs, if you're happy with it, you're happy with it. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you. Good luck on your golf cart purchase. Or if you already have a golf cart, maybe some of these little things I bought will help you out. And enjoy your golf cart more and be safe out there. Take care of each other. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye.